The Girl and the Grotto's Secret. The air in Lourdes was damp, smelling of river water and cold stone. Bernadette wasn't like the other girls. She was often sick, always small, and her family was so poor they lived in a converted jail cell. She was just trying to gather firewood by the icy river Gave. She stopped by the Grotto of Massabielle. Suddenly, in the dark alcove, a brightness bloomed. It wasn't the sun. It was a beautiful lady, no taller than herself, smiling gently. Bernadette's heart felt like a drum against her ribs. The lady didn't speak the first few times. She just waited for Bernadette to come. But soon, the whole town was whispering. "She's seeing things," they said. "The air must be too thin up there." Even her friend, Cécile, felt a shiver of doubt. The local commissaire, a man who believed only in maps and ledgers, demanded an answer. "What does she tell you, girl? What is this secret?" he boomed. Bernadette, though terrified, stood firm. "She asks me to pray and to dig at the ground, sir." The lady had asked her to dig in the dirt with her bare hands and drink the muddy water. Everyone laughed, but Bernadette obeyed. The next day, clear, clean water began to trickle out of the spot she had touched. A spring was born. News of the spring traveled, but the most important thing remained a mystery: the lady's name. "Tell us who you are," Bernadette pleaded with the vision. The lady looked at the sky, her hands pressed together. On the 16th visit, the lady finally spoke the words, slowly and clearly, in the old local dialect, "Que soy era Immaculata Concepcio." Bernadette didn't understand the long, Latin-sounding words, but she repeated them to the priest. The priest looked stunned. "The Immaculate Conception," he whispered. "It is a truth of the Church, a truth of purity and grace. That poor, uneducated child could never have invented those words." For Bernadette, the name became her shield. The lady wasn't just good. She was pure goodness, a light without shadow. It meant that even a humble girl from the local jailhouse could be seen, heard, and trusted. She never sought fame or power. She simply held the secret of the grotto in her heart. Bernadette's story taught everyone that sometimes the greatest truths are spoken not in loud words, but in the quiet, unwavering faith of one small, courageous girl.